Hi everybody, I am Lydia and this video is going to take you through a gentle chair yoga practice. So all you need is a chair, so it could just be a simple wooden dining chair, something a bit like what I'm sitting on here. Or if more comfortable for you, it can be done in an armchair. It's ideal to not have arms, so you've got sort of full range of movement. But if you are in a chair with arms, that's absolutely fine. You can make it work. You might just need to modify your movements a little bit so your hands don't bang on the arms. The other thing you might want is a blanket for the end. So you might want to have a blanket and some cushions nearby so you can really relax and get comfortable at the end of the practice. And you may want to put a bit of music on. I love to practice yoga to music, so if you want to put something gentle on in the background, then that's a good idea. The really important thing to remember is that I'm here to offer you a sequence, a range of movement that I hope will feel good, but there might be some movements that don't feel comfortable for you or within your range of movement. And so if that's the case, then if a movement comes that doesn't feel right, just take a moment to sit, to relax, to maybe just focus on your breath, and then join us again when something comes that does feel more manageable for you. Okay, so to start with, we're going to find a comfortable seat in our chair, grounding our feet on the floor. So maybe removing shoes and socks. I always practice yoga in bare feet, so if you feel comfortable to, you might want to do that too. And then really just stretch those toes up and out and separate them, and then put them down, or if you can, one at a time onto the floor. But really spreading your feet out wide, so all four corners of your feet are grounded on the floor there. Also just maybe moving that soft bit of your bottom out the way so your seat bones can really ground down in your chair. And then just taking a moment to settle into this moment and into this practice. So it might help to close your eyes just so you can bring your focus to yourself, not worrying about what's going on around you or in the world outside your room. Just noticing how you're feeling today. Are you feeling well? Are you feeling calm? Are you tired? Are you energetic? Are you a bit unsure about what we're doing? Maybe you haven't practiced yoga in a chair before or for a long time. Whatever it is you're feeling, don't try to change it or give it too much thought. Just notice it. And then maybe bring your attention to your breath. How's that feeling today? Is it steady? Is it calm? Notice how it feels as you breathe in and your chest expands. And as you exhale, you notice that warmth on the top of your lip. Again, not trying to change it, but just noticing. Also taking some notice of your body and where it comes into contact with the ground and the chair, and noticing how that's feeling. Carpet or floorboards under your feet, the chair under your thighs and under your bottom, perhaps pressing into your lower back, your hands on your knees or on the arms of your chair. Just bring those areas of your body to mind and notice how they feel. We're going to start our practice with some gentle half circles with our neck. So first of all, we'll bring our left ear towards our left shoulder, and then just ever so gently start to bring your chin towards your chest, going all the way round until your right ear comes towards your right shoulder. And then go back in the other direction, bringing your chin towards your chest and your left ear towards your left shoulder. If you can, try to move in time with your breath. So as you inhale, move in one direction, and then as you exhale, move back in the other direction. And just do this movement with your own breath at the pace that feels right for you. Feeling that stretch on each side of your neck, going into your shoulder. And then the next time that your ear comes towards your left shoulder, just find some stillness there and feel that stretch down the right side of your neck. And if you want to deepen that sensation a little bit, you can bring your right arm out to the side and point your fingers down towards the floor and just see how that changes the feeling in the side of your neck there. If it feels too much, bring your hand back on your lap. Take a deep breath in, and then as you exhale, come around so your right ear comes towards your right shoulder. Again, finding just a moment of stillness there, enjoying that stretch. And if you again want to intensify that sensation, bringing your left arm out to the side, pointing your fingers down at the floor. Bringing your hand back onto your lap, and then just gently coming back into the centre, and then maybe using a hand to just gently help that head up back into a neutral seat. Lovely. So while we're practicing this sequence, it's really good to focus on grounding your feet into the ground to give you real stability and pushing into your feet as we move, but also thinking about really trying to pull the crown of your head up towards the sky. So I find it helpful to imagine having a thread attached to the very centre of my head, and that thread pulling me up towards the ceiling, just to really work on our posture and the extension of our spine as we practice through these movements. So we'll just do some shoulder rolls to bring a bit of movement into the top of our back. So bringing your shoulders up towards your ears as you inhale, and then rolling them down your back so your shoulder blades move right down your back. and round again. So just with your own breath, inhaling as you come up and exhaling as you roll them down. You might hear a few crunches and creaks, I certainly do. That's okay as long as it's not painful. We hold a lot of tension in our shoulders, so it's quite normal to hear that as we bring a bit of movement into them. Lovely. Okay. And then we're going to do some cat-cow movements. This is something that's really common in yoga, and it brings lovely movement into your spine and back and chest. So as you inhale, if you can bring first of all, bring your hands onto your knees. And as we inhale, we're going to really open up our chest and arch our back. So you're kind of pushing your tummy forward, opening up your chest, arching your back and looking up towards the ceiling. As you exhale, you push back, rounding your spine as if you're trying to push the centre of your spine onto the back of your chair, and tuck your chin, tuck your tailbone, and then as you inhale you come back forward, shining that heart forward, opening your chest and arching your spine, looking up, and as you exhale, round back, pushing your spine towards the back of the chair, tucking your chin. As you inhale, come forward. And just roll through those with your own breath, exhaling as you push back, round your spine, and inhaling as you open your chest up and come forward. Do 2 more of those with your own breath. One more. And then come back to a neutral seat. Lovely. So next we're going to bring some movement into our arms and shoulders again. So I'm going to bring our arms out wide, bring them up above our heads. And then we're going to do something that we used to call picking the cherries when we were practicing together at the hospice. So you're going to imagine there's something delicious on a tree above you, maybe a bunch of cherries or an apple, whatever your favourite is. And one arm at a time, you're going to really stretch up. So taking a breath in, really stretching your left arm up as if you're reaching that delicious fruit, feeling a lovely stretch come all the way down your body. And then changing arms and stretching the other side, really trying to reach for something yummy. And with your own breath, moving each arm, stretching one up at a time, and just feeling those ribs and that side of your body stretching and opening up. Remembering to breathe as you do it. Two more. And then when you've done those two, bring both arms up above your head. And you're going to now just take a hold of your left wrist with your right hand. And as we breathe in, you're going to really extend that left hand up towards the sky. And as we exhale, we're just going to tip towards the right. So it might just be a really little bit. That's what feels comfortable and stable for you. That's perfect. And you should be able to feel a stretch coming down through that left hand side, trying not to sort of scrunch up too much on the right, trying to keep your length, but tipping towards the side, going as deeply as feels comfortable for you. And remembering to breathe while you're there. Keeping your seat bones really nicely grounded on the floor, pushing down into your feet to help keep you stable. And then take a breath in and come back to the middle. I'm going to swap over, taking our right wrist with our left hand, taking a nice deep breath in, stretching up towards the sky and then tipping over. Feeling that stretch on the right hand side, taking some nice deep breaths in, so you're really filling up those lungs and can feel those ribs opening around the front and the back of your rib cage. Lovely, and then coming back to centre and bringing your arms back down and maybe giving them a little bit of a shake out, a bit of a rub, because our hands have been above our head for a little while. Might feel like they need to get the blood back into them. Lovely. Okay, so we're going to do a seated twist next. So for a twist, again, feet nice and grounded on the floor. And you're going to take your right hand and bring it across your body so it can hold on to the chair on the left hand side. With your left arm, depending on what sort of chair you're on, you might want to use put your arm around the back of the chair as a bit of a lever. Or if you have an arm, you might want to rest your hand on that. Do whatever feels right and comfortable for you. But as we breathe in, we're going to think about extending our head up towards the ceiling, and as we breathe out, we're going to twist. We're twisting towards the left, thinking that you're aiming to look over your left shoulder. With every breath in, just try to reach that head up towards the ceiling a bit more, and as you breathe out, see if you can twist a little deeper. And take a nice deep breath in, and as you exhale, come back to the centre. And then we're going to go the other direction, so taking your left hand and bring it across your body to the front of your chair on the right. Extending your head up towards the ceiling, taking a lovely deep breath in, and as you exhale, twisting around towards the right this time. Again, as you breathe in, really reaching up with your head towards the ceiling, and as you exhale, aiming to look over your right hand shoulder. And taking a deep breath in, and as you exhale, coming back towards the centre. Lovely. So we're going to roll through a few simple sun salutations. So these are often used just to bring a bit of fluid, flowy movement and a bit of heat into your body, but we'll just take them nice and gently for today. The important thing to remember is, whilst we're doing this, to do whatever feels comfortable for you and make sure you feel stable and safe. So when we fold forward, as I'll demonstrate, you might just want to come a little way and don't go any further than feels right for you. So I'll run through one and then we'll do a few together. So as always, feet firmly on the floor, bottom nice and steady on your seat. And then we're going to take a lovely deep breath in. And as we breathe in, we're going to bring our arms out wide and high above our heads. And then as you exhale, we're going to fold forward. So folding forward for you might just mean coming forward and just leaning on your hands, leaning your hands onto your knees. Or it might be that you can come a little bit further, supporting yourself with your legs. Or you may feel that you have enough strength and stability to come further down so your tummy folds right over your thighs. Just come however far feels good. And then as you breathe in, we're going to extend our spine so we get a lovely straight spine and our head shines out in front of us and our gaze comes down towards the floor. And then as we exhale, we're going to fold again, letting our head fall. Maybe doing a little shake of the head no, a little nod of the head yes. And then as you breathe in, nice deep breath, and then slowly bringing your arms out as you rise. Come all the way up. Hands above your head, joined together, and then bring them down in front of your heart. So we'll run through that a couple of times together. Take it at your own pace. So when you're ready, nice deep breath in, arms out wide and high above your head. As you exhale, we're going to fold forward, coming as far as feels comfortable for you. Let your head hang. And then take a deep breath in and straighten that spine, shining your head forward with your gaze down. And as you exhale, fold forward, letting your head go heavy. And then nice big inhale, arms out as you slowly come all the way up. Arms above your head, hands meet in the middle and bring them down in front of your heart. Brilliant, everybody. Let's do that again. So breath in, arms out wide, all the way up. As you breathe out, folding forward. Let your head go heavy. Breath in, straighten your spine, shine head forward, gaze down. Breathe out and fold forward. Let your head fall heavy. Deep breath in, arms out wide, and slowly rise up in your chair, bringing your arms all the way above your head, hands together, and bring them down in front of your heart. Once more. Once more. Let's go once more. Arms out wide as you breathe in. As you breathe out, fold all the way forward. As you breathe in, straighten your spine. As you breathe out, fold forward again. Let your head go heavy. Deep breath in. Arms out wide. Come all the way up. Hands together above your head and bring them down in front of your heart. Brilliant. Well done. So we're just going to now take a movement that really works on our core and on our hip flexor strength. So for this, you might want to just shuffle forward a little bit in your chair, so you're a little bit further towards the edge, making sure you're still safely on your chair. And we're going to bring our right knee up towards our chest. You might not bring it up all the way, you might just come a little bit of the way, and that's absolutely perfect. I'm going to support that leg with our hands, so either around your thigh or around your shin, depending on where you can get a comfortable grip on your leg. And with our leg there, we're just going to first of all take some circles with our ankle, going anti-clockwise to start with. Again, you might hear a bit of clicking and creaking. As long as it doesn't hurt, that's fine, carry on. And then go in the other direction. You can feel the muscles working up all the way in your foot and your shin. Okay. And then from here, we're just going to do a little bit of work on our core, just gently. So to start with, we're going to keep our left hand supporting our leg, and we're going to just see if we can bring our right arm out to the side. As soon as you do that, you can feel your hip flexor working a bit harder, you can feel your core engaging. If you're feeling super strong, you might want to see if you can keep your leg where it is and bring both arms out either side. But that's tough. That's a strong thing to hold. So if it feels too much, bring your left arm back in, or you might just want to stay here with both hands, really focusing on engaging your tummy and keeping your posture lovely and tall, shining that head up towards the sky. Then we'll bring that foot gently back down to the ground and do it on the other side. So bringing your left knee towards your chest, again supporting that leg either around your shin or your thigh, and then taking some circles with that ankle. going anti-clockwise to start with. Gosh, I've got a creaky ankle today. I hope you can't hear that at home. And then in the other direction. Again, working all those muscles in your lower leg. And then finding a bit of stillness in that leg. Keeping support with your right hand. Really engaging your tummy, sitting up tall. And see if you can bring that left arm out to the side this time. Trying to keep your arm in line with your shoulder. Remembering to breathe there. And again, if you're feeling super strong and stable, you could try to bring both arms out on either side. But again, here or here are great too. All working on the same things. Okay, let's put that foot back down gently. So let's just spend a moment bringing a stretch into the back of our leg now. So with your right leg, and bring it out in front of you. If you can straighten your leg, again you might want to shuffle forward a bit to enable you to straighten your leg. If you can straighten your leg, that's great. If you need to have a bit of a bend in it, that's absolutely fine too. And just bring your toes so they're pointing towards you. You're flexing your foot and pointing them up towards your body. And then you might feel quite a strong stretch there just by doing that. Or if you want to intensify that a little bit, you can just tip your body forward, supporting yourself with your hands on your legs. Perhaps just coming a little bit is enough to really feel that stretch down your leg. Or you might want to come forward a bit more. Wherever you are, just take some lovely deep breaths. You might find as you take some of those big deep breaths, you can fold a little bit more. Lovely, and then just really slowly coming back up. Nice deep breaths in as you come. And bring that right leg back in, bending your knee. And then on the other side, so extending your left leg out in front of you, flexing your toes so they're pointing back towards you, back towards your body. And then again, just folding forward as much as feels comfortable. Perhaps not at all, perhaps just a little bit. Maybe folding a bit deeper so your tummy's coming towards your thigh. And again, take some lovely deep breaths wherever you are. Remember to keep those toes pointing towards you if you can. And then slowly with a deep breath in, coming back up to seated. Brilliant. Well done, everybody. So that brings our movement to an end. But at the end of a yoga class, we always do something called Shavasana, which is an opportunity to rest and allow your heart rate to come back down to normal and just take some time for peace and for yourself before entering back into the real world. So get yourself comfortable in your chair. If you have a blanket or a cushion to put behind your head, then do whatever it is, put your socks on, whatever you need so you can really relax and rest. Then just take a moment to get it all right. And then when you're ready, resting back in your chair with your hands either on your lap, palms up, palms down, whatever feels right for you. And just gently let your eyes close. And just take a moment to notice if your body feels any different now. Does it feel a little bit warmer? Is your breath any different? Is your heart beating a little harder? Just notice what's different. Maybe you don't feel very different at all, and that is fine too. And then allow yourself to sink into your chair. Let it take your weight. Let your feet go heavy on the floor. Let your arms go heavy on your lap. And if thoughts come, let them go. Notice them and acknowledge them, but try not to focus on them. Just focus on your breath. And on letting yourself relax into your chair. One of the pleasures of practicing yoga at home means that you don't have to go anywhere. You can stay just where you are, enjoying this rest. But for those of you who are ready, just start to bring some gentle movement, wiggling your fingers, wiggling your toes, taking some deeper breaths. And in your own time, blinking your eyes open, keeping your gaze down low to start with, so it's not too bright. And then bringing yourself back into the room around you. Thank you so much for joining me today for this chair yoga practice. I really hope you enjoyed it, and I hope to see you again soon. Namaste.